Hey, good to be back with you this morning. This past week, I've been doing some reading, and it was about Google. Google's a great company with a lot of great teams, but what Google wanted to know is how could they create more high-performing teams within Google, really elite teams. What does it take? What has to be present in order for that to happen? The net of it is two things. There has to be tremendous psychological safety within that team that allows people to voice their opinion and not be judged. You can have robust debate. You can offer your opinion, and you do it in an environment where there's that psychological safety. That begins with the leader. The leader has to be able to model that in order for that social sensitivity, as they call it, or the sensitivity that everybody on that team has to have the opportunity to really be able to voice their opinion and not be judged. And I say this with humility. We've been doing that at Built to Lead for the past 15 years. It's just a natural part of the process that we developed in the 8 essentials. That's the 8 essentials of leading teams, building high-performing teams. And the first element of that 8 essentials is building trust or psychological safety. It's within that leader. And we break trust down into 4 elements. Think about this now. Number 1, personal trust. Number 2, ethical trust. Number 3, situational trust. And 4, strategic trust. Personal trust, the idea you've really worked hard on your core. You know who you are, and you know that you can lead the team. You've got the confidence to do that. Number 2 is that situational trust, is that you can walk in the shoes of the people on your team. You have the empathy, the sensitivity to understand what's taking place, and you can act on that. You can create that psychological safety because you can walk in their shoes. You have the empathy to do that. Strategic trust is the idea that you have a vision. You can help people understand where we are going as a team. Ethical trust, very simple. You keep your commitments, you keep your promises. So as we take a look at this, I'd say to you, it begins with trust. It does begin with creating that psychological safety in order to build these really high-performing teams. And you know what? It's not about being best friends. We've never said that at Built to Lead, but it is, and we use the word wallowing together, really knowing each other and knowing that you can trust your teammate and that I can have a voice in it, and my opinion will be as respected as somebody else's opinion. So psychological safety, social sensitivity. And I'll leave you with this thought. Start in your own home. That's the message for myself. I want to create as much psychological safety in my own home that we can all have a voice and we're not running around judging each other and trying to fix each other. So I'll leave you with that. I hope you've had a great week. I've been down in Texas doing some great work down there, working with people that I love, and this week being with the Dublin Entrepreneurial Center. Just been a great week for me. I hope you've had a great week. I'll see you next week. This is Pete Kunk, Built to Lead.